the three systems that now decide your results. Fat loss is a systems conversation. It's not a willpower one. What determines your results now isn't how motivated you are, it isn't how driven you are, how much willpower you have, or even the state of mind you're in. Often we feel like we need to be in a really good place in order to start something new and actually follow through and get results. So often we find ourselves saying, I'm not feeling great at the moment. I'm super stressed. I've got a lot on my plate. I'm not in a good headspace. I need to come out of all of that before I can get results, before I can tackle a new challenge. But this is actually not correct. You don't need willpower. You don't need motivation. You don't need inspiration. And you don't need to be in a good state of mind. What's determining your fat loss are these three systems I'm going to talk about now. And we'll also explain why results feel inconsistent even when you're having a really good week. System one, your nervous system. Your nervous system is designed to do one thing, to keep you safe. Your nervous system also doesn't know the difference between what you see with your eyes to be safe versus what it's feeling with the stress levels that you're going through. So if you undertake a huge amount of training or stress load in life, or really stress the body with under eating, poor quality foods, poor sleep, whilst your life isn't threatened in that very moment, the body doesn't see it like that. It perceives that you are under attack, and it will do things to create a place, to bring you back into a place of safety. So if it determines that anything doesn't feel right, doesn't feel safe, doesn't feel familiar, then it's going to hold on to the body fat. It's simply not concerned with losing body fat when it's in a state of stress. When it's in a state of stress, it sees and hears only survival. We're in survival mode, fight or flight. I need to run for my life. I need to fight for my life. I need to hide for my life. Therefore, burning body fat right now is the least of my problems. I do not care what my body composition is. In fact, I'd rather hold on to the body fat in case I need to run a long way, run really fast in order to save my life, so it's going to give me energy, or in case I can't find food. Therefore, I've got some storage there that I can work off. So that's our nervous system, system one. That's simply how we're designed. It didn't used to happen like that when we were younger because it functioned in a different way. It didn't see and read stress in the same way. That by the time we get to this point in life, everything has compounded, and we are now at a point where safety and calm is more important to us now than pressure and intensity. System two is our recovery and our capacity and ability to adapt. Again, when we were younger, we didn't have that same need to recover, to go through recovery. One, sleep at night, and that was good enough. We were back to 100% body battery recharge, and we're able to go off again the next day. Now we need much more downtime and much more recovery. We feel more stress and we need more recovery. As we progress from 20s, 30s, 40s and beyond, we don't get to a point where we think, oh, now I'm at the age where I need to focus more on my recovery. Recovery and downtime is never a priority. We actually have less time, and we feel like we have less time as we get older, as life gets busier, and we never put in that extra capacity and that requirement, or even the understanding that we have an additional requirement now for recovery. But what happens is the body has a greater need for recovery, and it has a harder time adapting. We can prove this by when we go through a phase of actually prioritizing recovery, sleep, downtime, down-regulating, time off technology, time off blue light, time off stressful situations, quiet time, grounded time, breath work. Once we put these into play, we see the body adapting and changing, and we see results coming a lot quicker. It also downregulates the nervous system, so we feel calmer, we feel clearer, we can function better, we're more cognitive, and everything actually falls back into place easier and better. It doesn't mean, oh, I'm getting older, I need all this rest in my armchair time now. It's not like that. It actually gives you more capacity to function better and to do more. We just need to put equal requirement and value on recovery and adaptation and downtime and downregulation as we do our training, same focus that we do into our nutrition, and then the results will come as easily and smoothly as they did before. And the third system is metabolism. Our metabolism now doesn't respond under pressure the way that it used to, again, when we were younger. When we're under pressure, our metabolism stalls or slows down. It sees pressure, it sees stress, it sees threat. When we restrict our food, instead of burning more calories or reducing more body fat, the metabolism slows down. When we increase stress, whether it's cognitive stress, busy day stress, or intensity with training stress, or of course, reduced calorie stress, The metabolism is not feeling safe, it's not nurtured, and it starts working against us. As well as we get older, we lose muscle mass. If we're not maintaining this with the correct type of training, we see our metabolism start to respond negatively. When we have a good amount of muscle mass, we're strong, and we're training regularly to keep up that strength, it boosts our metabolism. Our muscle acts as that fire and that engine for our metabolism. These three systems talk to each other constantly. And it's why focusing on food only or training only completely misses the point. We don't need to fix everything all at once, but having awareness changes outcomes faster than effort. When these three systems are supported and we're working in alignment with them, the body responds naturally. Right now, it feels like nothing's working for you. I understand that. This isn't the case. It's a confusing signal, but all of this can turn around once we understand what the body needs. We start working with the body. We come back to a place of calm instead of a place of push and intensity. Everything turns around. If this is you at the moment and you feel like you're going through this and following old patterns, drop a comment below. Let me know where it is you feel like you are at the moment and what you need help with. I'll respond to you personally, or you can reach out to me through the website, thebodytransformationhub.com.au. Ask me your questions and I will respond specifically to you. Alternatively, you can jump on for a clarity check as to what's happening with your body. I have a personal fat loss diagnosis system. You fill out your information and I send you back a personalized video as to exactly what's going on with you and what you need to do to fix things. It's only $29. Jump onto the website, take a look. Reach out to me anytime you need help. Look forward to seeing you next week. Bye-bye.